Just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Ready, 5-9. Hey, you kill!
Breeze now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You draw Parker. Tighten up. 93. Hey, Charlie. Go Chief. Watch the safety creep. 25. Check 25.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kiko Alonso able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike 5-4. Greystone, travel.
A quick throw there out to Williams. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. 29. Express.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, 34 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Chief. 637. Bravo. Express.
All day, just like that. Just like
Raider 2.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Get the ball.
Now Carr again. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Right there.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Carr. It's caught. Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Express. 47. Mike, 47. 93. Let him know, let him know. Hey, Delta. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Cut. 47's a Mike. 47's a Mike. We got to get the ball.
Operating from the gun. Carr. He completes it to Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Express. Mike 47. Quarterback, don't get nervous. 6-18. Hey, high 7.
Carr to throw again. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, son.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
6-6, pull it high. Check Mike 47, check Mike 47. Garland, check 47.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A gain there of 21 yards. Breeze now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first first half. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell, and his guy. Will take over at the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
180. 180. We're good. Raider 1. 180. Express. Check Mike 54. Express. Coming. Check. Raider 9. Check 31. Slam.
On the draw, Richard. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
He's cracked. He's checking crack. Express. Kill.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. Looking in zone for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Rush in. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Check right. Watch it. Kill. Let's put him on the buses.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. As the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check. Raider 9. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
56. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Express. 56. All right, T. Let's try. All right, T. 808. 56 to Mike. 56.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
It got his man complete. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93. You got 93. You got time right there. Mike spot 4.
Throwing again. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Carr now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
General West. Express. 29. Smith.
And that'll set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
6:37. Hey, echo.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Pass complete to Richard, the running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Hey, Steve 6. Check 26. Check your mind. Low.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. It's complete to Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. 734. 7's the mic. 47's the mic. You go night. Purdue. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Again, it's Carr. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 75 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. What's good on the extra point? And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. Carr now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Express, 694. White. Watch twitch. One's right. Slam.
On play action, it's Carr. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go. 47's the mic. Here I come. Fly down. Flare. Move it down.
From the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2.
22 jet bomber. 618. Hey, zoom. Express. 47. Check. 47. White.
From the gun, Carr. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Marcus Joyner there defensively.
Ready?
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 36.
Breeze now. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
5'9". 5'9".
Watch time.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. A clash of 2 of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. This is Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Cowboys.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Kill. Switch up. SOS.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. The linebacker, William Compton, in on the tackle.
43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. The 43-yard line.
51. Bandit. Check. Go. Get out there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Check. Watch 54.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Hey, 734. Express. Hey, orbit. 54. All right. Here we go.
2nd down and goal. Carr to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Express. Hey, Foxtrot. Express. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run.
Operating from the gun. Carr to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Express. Check, Mike. Easy. Kill. Bring it.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 3 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. Crunch.
Here's Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go. You tighten up. Hey, watch it. Check 4. Go to 54.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. A quick throw here out to Cobb. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Kill. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Tighten up.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Watch the safety creep. We're going 47.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
55 mark, guys. 55. We're going to 53. We're going to 54. Line in. 25. Check 25. Check 24 with Owen. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott looking deep for, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 68 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Express. 54 is Mo. Chief. Check, check. Watch 54. Later one. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hatchet. Hatchet.
Carr now on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You draw Corkers. Mike 29. Mike 5-4.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Later one. Show it up. Right there. 54. Later 9. Hey, Charlie.
To throw again. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Express. Mike 54. 6-man. Check curls. Check.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jalen Smith. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight. Slam. Gun. Check 55. Hey, kill. I'm trying to collect. Check 52. Under. Motion.
Now Prescott. That one complete. Elliott. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. This fielded at the 2. Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Pilot, 64, weak.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He completes it to Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Raider 1. Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on first down is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Delta. You gonna see me?
Again, it's Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 49 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come.
You're mine.
Now Carr again. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard there to make the grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2.
6-6, pull it high.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Check 637. Hey, high 7.
5-4, Mike 5-4.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Go, get out there, get out there.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. First down, Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
Check it down. Right there. Express. Okay, right there. 54 Mike. Let's go. Okay, Raider 2. Mike. Check. One. Five. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a third and long.
Good. 734. Hey, exit. Express. Right there in the middle. 55.
Crunch time, defense. 55's my guy, 55.
From the gun, Carr. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Express.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Later 8. Run you over. I'm going to run you over, dude.
Tight go. Say.
OP.
Switch.
93. Smooth.
Mike 54.
Carr now on first down. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Kill. Check Mike 54. Mike 618. Hey, Echo. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Deuce right C. Check nickel. You're mine. You go tight. You got check.
To throw again on second down. Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Here's Carr to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
Express. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Carr going to go on fourth down, and that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Caught by Cobb. Powering his way forward. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Cowboys.
Here we go. 4-8. We're going to 52. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Swing. There we go. Kill.
Prescott on first down. That's complete to Cobb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the eye. Here we go, 47. 55 is my guy, 55. Here we go, G, get off the first line. Mark 55. 55. Under. Exit. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, come on. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55. 26. Hey, they're scared. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 99. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? Check your hot read. Here we go. 46. Go. Get out there.
Final play of the half. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Hey, 7:34. Go, go.
On first down, Carr is going to float this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 13. Check 26.
Now Elliott. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 62 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
They can't hang with us.
Prescott from the gun. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. 4-Bat to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. White Monday. The Twins. Express. 29.
Richard And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Well, it's an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't, and this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was third and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction.
Hey, Haywood! Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They do go for it. It's Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Express. Hey, orbit. Well, Jumbo.
From the gun, Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Caught by Jones. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
93. 93. Express. You got Ocean Man right there. Later 9. No.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Complete to Jones. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You're mine. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And no, it's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Kill. 26. 55. Hey, Then we're going to 53. Undercut. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Team for the Raiders able to secure it. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Richard. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
This right, Chief.
Check.
Coaching spill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Raider 8. Mike 54. Not today, you are. Not today.
On 1st down, Richard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Right there. 54 Mike. Go Chief.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Carr to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get...
Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Raiders pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, wahoo! Mike 54.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
No. Pick that. Come. Here we go, 46. Mike 51. Here we go, D. All day. Go. Get out there. Go. Mike 51. Mike 46.
He's back to throw. It's caught. Cooper. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. We're going to 54. Line in. Watch the safety crew. We're going to 54. Line in.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. 26.
10th carry now for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Connection to Cooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on E! EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, Rodgers. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And now it's second down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Rodgers to throw once more. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers, his throw incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the target there, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Rip left, rip left.
Rodgers again now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding them to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
93.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Right Monday down. 6-18. Hey, Delta.
Throwing again. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check in. Express. Recon, 132 fighter. You must be Raider 1. Hey, high 7. 42, Mike, 42.
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? And that will be incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, 7:34. 61. Matchbox lights.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow.
Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 64 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Caught by Jones. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check 37, check 37. You draw quarter. Exit.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Greystone travel. Deuce right, Chief. Express. Later 9.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, 81 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Hey, Alpha.
Express. Here I come. Here I come. 942.
From the gun, Carr. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing it in here on second down, this time complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Sack left, baby. Yum, 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 yum.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Going up top. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Jake Kumaro, 45 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it, and that'll make the score 17-8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Kill. Express. One, Raider one.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Oh, Chief.
He's coming. We got double up.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Chopper!
42. Come on, D.
93.
42 is the mic, boys. 42 is the mic. Get ready.
Find down.
Carr now to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check hot route. Hot.
Express. Motion. You're mine. Stop. Come back down. Purdue.
Operating from the gun, Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
White Monday down.
They do go for it. It's Carr.
Let's go, defense.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Down. 180.
42. Let's go, D. Big shit.
White Monday.
Slam.
Pilot, 64, weak.
22. Watch the screen.
29.
On first down, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
He's crazy. Rush in.
Throwing again. Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
6-6, pull it high. 42, Express. 637. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, Echo. 42's Here we go.
Carr to throw again. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now.
Raiders 16.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. It's caught here by Adams. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Working from the gun. Rodgers looking for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Switch. Kelly. Go with Kelly.
Rodgers going to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Mike 4-2, Mike 4-2. I can't believe they let you play. Hey, Raider 2. Let you play.
From the gun, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Operating from the gun, Carr. This complete to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Carr now 9 of 17 through the air.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball. 694.
Again, it's Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Strip that ball. Raider 2. Switch.
80 weapons.
93.
Now Carr again. And that is caught for the 2 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So that one will be accepted. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Josh Morrow in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw, it's Rodgers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Recon, 132 fighter.
618.
Go.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Carr now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
7:34. Hey, 7:34. Hey, dude. 61, matchbox, lights.
Mike 42. I hope you brought your lips, because I'm
Here's Carr. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Third down and goal at the 9-yard line.
185.
50.
You better be one. Later one. You better be afraid of me.
Watch the eye.
Express.
Mike's 50.
Express. Hey, Haywood.
Carr now on third and goal. He completes it to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on fourth and goal. Carr going to go on fourth down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Fourth and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that fourth down.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. His second touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
X3, 218, chop.
Carr now on first down. Complete to Jones. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Watch the whip.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 25 on 2nd down. Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
To throw is Carr. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On the ground, Richard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, from where we sit, Brandon, it certainly appears that that touchdown should just about do it.
Probably, but I'll play the analyst here. You know we've seen some crazier endings.
That we have, and maybe we should just sit back and make sure we can stay around for the ride because it could be a wild finish.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
42 the mic, boys. 42 the
Back to throw. Carr to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Max Crosby in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Down. There we go. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180. Express!
Here we go, D.
808.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Express. Raider 1.
On play action. Now Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jalen Richard, 48 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Kill. You're mine.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Over here.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Shift. On the 50.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Travel.
Pressure. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Check. Inside.
SOS.
Hey, 88. Box it.
55, Mike 55. I'm coming.
On the 50.
Now it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, 734. 29.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 3 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Express.
That's me. 24 is the mic.
637.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, wahoo.
24 is the mic. All day.
Shotgun now for Carr. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Hey, Delta.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 50. Hey, Mike 7.
Here we go, dude. Here I come.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Hey, take 26.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Mike 55.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll get this to Jay Kumaro. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Jake Kumaro, 63 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Jones has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Caught by Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now a handoff to Richard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hey, exit.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, dude.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. This complete to Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Carr now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the gun, Carr. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Richard.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now a play fake. Carr. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr stepping up. He's going to keep it. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 25. Check 25. Check
24 is the mic.
Let's go, Ty.
Raider 1. 24 is the mic.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Carr will try it again on second down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
We're good. 180.
Check. Lucky.
Who's right, Chief?
Hatchet.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Who's right, Chief? Hey, 734. Small.
Operating from the gun. Carr to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tahir Whitehead came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and oh, look at that, a diving catch. 19 yards to pick up there, move the chains. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Check 24. Watch 24. Get 300. Get 300.
55. Hey, eat. I got you. Showing it. Joker. Check safety.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays.
Trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Check 37. Check 37. Express. Express.
Be ready. Be ready.
Hey, Zoo.
24 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing again. Carr. He completes it to Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
24.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Raider 2. Kill. Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, Carr. It's caught. Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith. Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Express.
24.
On play action, now Carr. Looking in zone for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and it's third down.
24.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Carr. He's going to fire one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. On first down, Carr. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Preston Smith charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Carr. There goes a deep ball in zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Hey, Foxtrot. You're mine.
Carr going to go on fourth down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, and that's complete to Adams. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Keep playing hard.
Slack.
Check.
Rodgers now on first down. A throw caught by Kumaro. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check right. Hey, Charlie. Jim.
Right 55.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. But he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Box it.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, wahoo!
55, my guy, 55.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and it's caught. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Right Monday. 29.
Check 31. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
What we got?
Raider 1, 637.
Shotgun now for Carr. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They're running there.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he is going to have the first down.